Greetings from Astenali. Let us talk about a professional called Mark. Mark was young, ambitious, and meticulous. He had a love for adventure, but also prepared. One of his first actions after landing his dream job was securing health insurance. A mountain bike accident on a weekend getaway left him with a broken arm. But luckily, the insurance covered the medical bills, allowing him to focus on recovery rather than focusing on financial stress. As years went by, his career was also doing good. He was a good saver and he also bought his first house. As a responsible house owner, he secured homeowners insurance. It proved its worth when there was a sudden hailstorm, a natural disaster, damaged his roof. The insurance company handled the repairs and he had a peace of mind. Never one to shy away from a challenge, Mark signed up for a daring solo skydiving expedition to mitigate the inherent risks. He obtained a temporary travel insurance that not only covered medical emergencies but also potential trip cancellations. The jump was great, exciting, and thankfully, the insurance remained unused. As Mark entered his 40s, he adopted a loyal dog. He named him Charlie. Pet insurance was also taken because that offered financial safety in case of unexpected vet bills. A playful encounter with a stray cat resulted in a minor scare for Charlie, but the insurance covered the vet visit, putting Mark's mind at ease. Suddenly, one fine day, a fire broke out in the neighboring unit, causing smoke damage to Mark's house. Thankfully, his renter's insurance covered the cleaning and deodorization, allowing him to a fresh and a safe home. Mark continued to embrace life's adventure, secure in the knowledge that various insurance policies acted as a safety net. From skydiving to pet ownership, he understood that being prepared wasn't about living in fear, but about focusing on the journey with the confidence that unexpected events wouldn't drain his dreams. Welcome to this comprehensive guide to all things insurance. We will explore everything: health insurance, life insurance, insurance for freelancers, electric vehicles, and adventure sports. Let us see how we can protect our home, finances, and loved ones. We'll start with life insurance. What is life insurance? No, this is a financial product that pays a death benefit to your beneficiaries, that is, your chosen loved ones, upon your passing. It provides financial security for your dependents if you are no longer there to support them. Let us see the types of life insurance. This is, as we saw, there are different types. Let us look at the specific one, term life insurance. It covers you for a specific period, number of years, 10 years, 20 or 30. It is an affordable option and very ideal for young families or those with temporary financial needs. Term life insurance. You buy a 20-year term life policy to cover your mortgage in case you pass away during that time frame. This is one classic example. Whole life insurance. This offers lifetime coverage and also builds cash value over time. Higher premiums than term life, but the cash value can be accessed for loans or withdrawals. You buy a whole life policy to leave a financial inheritance to your children and have access to cash for emergencies. Now, many people ask, what is the amount? How much life insurance do I need? Now, that will depend on your income, your dependents, your debts, and future financial goals. You are the person to decide how much insurance, life insurance, you need. And you can also consider factors like cost of living for your dependents, outstanding mortgages or loans, and situations or instances or needs like college education expenses for children. These are the factors which goes into deciding how much of a insurance you need. Use online life insurance needs calculators. So there are many calculators available online, or you can also consult a financial advisor for personalized recommendations. Very important. Before you proceed to buy, always consult a financial advisor. That is a must. You should do. Don't do anything without consulting your financial advisor. What happens if I don't pay my life insurance premiums? So sometimes, you are not able to pay or there is a gap. What happens then? Unfortunately, your coverage will lapse and the death benefit won't be paid if there is no active policy, isn't it? So that is one thing you should always keep it in mind. Don't make your policy inactive. Can I sell my life insurance policy? Yes, depending on the policy type. You can sell it to a third party or surrender it to the insurer for a cash value. That also depends on the policy type you're having. You have to consult your financial advisor or the issuer. Remember, life insurance is an essential tool why it is required for financial planning, especially for families. Carefully consider your needs and budget when choosing a policy. Very important. Next, we will look at health insurance. What is health insurance? We saw life insurance. Now we will be looking specifically into health insurance. It is your shield against medical cost. Nowadays, the costs are very, very, what I would say, not high, but very expensive, isn't it? Medical treatment is very expensive nowadays. And health insurance acts as a financial safety net that helps cover medical expenses. This cannot be planned, right? A medical emergency is always an emergency, isn't it? You don't know when there might be a need for a medical treatment or visit to the doctor, right? So health insurance takes care of that. And also provides peace of mind knowing you are protected against unexpected healthcare costs. Healthcare is always unexpected. You never know when there might be a issue or a situation where you require healthcare. And it's also very expensive nowadays. So how does it work? You pay a monthly premium or an annual premium to an insurance company. In return, the insurance company pays a portion of your covered medical expenses when you get sick or injured. So you're covered up to a certain amount, isn't it, of your medical expenses. A big relief in terms of emergencies, health emergencies, medical emergencies. We don't know, but this protects us. You may also have to pay a deductible out of pocket cost before your insurance kicks in. You may also have a copay, fixed amount for certain covered services. That depends on the policy. So, type of health insurance plans, it can be health maintenance that requires choosing a primary care physician for referral to specialist. The premiums are low, but may have limited network of doctors, HM. PPO, Preferred Provider Organization. This offers more flexibility in choosing doctors, but may have higher cost if you see out of the network provider. So carefully go through the policy and choose the best one suitable for you. High deductible health plan. There are lower monthly premiums, but higher deductibles before insurance kicks in. And in certain countries, it is often paired with a health savings account to save money for qualified medical expenses. So, what to consider when choosing health insurance? Your health needs. Consider any pre existing conditions, medications you take, and how often you visit the doctor. Network of providers. You also have to ensure the plan covers your preferred doctors and hospitals. Cost. You should compare your premiums, deductibles, copays, and out of pocket maximums. A bit of homework is required before you choose your health insurance. Compare monthly premiums, deductibles, copays, and out of pocket maximums. Prescription drug coverage. Check if the plan covers your medications, very important, and how much you will have to pay for them. So, what happens? Some questions might come to your mind. What happens if I can't afford my health insurance premium? So, there are in certain countries subsidies, financial assistance available from the government, which helps you lower your premium. Check out if there is any government support. What if I don't have health insurance and need medical care? Yes, you'll have to pay, and that can be very expensive without a policy. Can I switch health insurance plan during the year? So check out if it is possible, do it. Otherwise, because there are certain things called open enrollment periods. Then only you can change your health insurance plan. And exceptions may be there for certain life events. Now, freelancers, they also fall sick. They also need medical assistance, right? So health insurance for freelancers. So what are the challenges? Let us look at compared to other people. No employer sponsored health insurance plan. Since they are not working under any organization or employer, they may not be having any employer sponsored health. So they may not be able to have that benefit. And they have to pay higher premiums because there are no groups, right? So they cannot access group discounts. So when you work with the company, some companies may offer group discounts to the company. So the employees get a lower premium. But here, since there's no such group, he's a freelancer, he may not get access to a lower premium support. And also the income is also fluctuating, right? Freelancers don't have steady income. Yeah, some months they can make more, some months they may not make that much. Fluctuating income can make budgeting for health insurance a bit difficult. You do not know exactly how much money you have. So there are certain health options for them. So ACA, in some marketplaces, they have ACA, Affordable Care Act, which offers subsidized plan based on your income. A freelancer earning some amount may qualify for a subsidy. Check out what your options are in your country. And they got plans with coverage and cost, they are different plans available. So there's a short-term insurance, 3 months, that is very temporary. So a freelancer finishing a contract and starting a new one with a waiting period for health benefits can use short-term coverage to avoid a gap. But they may not cover pre-existing conditions. Associations, so sometimes, freelancers are also members of some association. So because of that, you might tend to get some benefits like Writers Association, etc. And because of group, they're also group, they might get group discounts, which gets passed on to the individuals. And what are the things you need to check before you go for an insurance plan? How much you can afford to pay in monthly premiums, out of pocket cost. And you should choose a plan with a network that includes doctors and hospitals you prefer or that are conveniently located. Flexibility. Look for plans that offer flexibility in coverage and premiums because there's no steady income. It's fluctuating, right? So look for some sort of a flexibility options. So let us look at some of the questions usually people have, freelancers have. I'm a healthy freelancer with a limited budget. What type of plan should I consider? Some suggestions might be to a high deductible health plan with a lower monthly premium. Some financial advisors might suggest, but you should consult your own financial advisor. Even though you will have a higher deductible, you would pay out of pocket before insurance kicks in, but may be suitable for someone with minimal healthcare needs. If you are healthy, I am worried about covering a pre-existing condition. Will the ACA marketplace offer plans for me? Yes, the ACA marketplace prohibits insurers from denying coverage or charging higher premiums based on pre-existing conditions. So some tips: estimate your healthcare needs and budget throughout the year. Always compare the plans. There are a lot of resources available online today, or you consult a healthcare professional. So stay informed about changes. Always look out for information and updates. And also keep an eye on all the options available. Keep yourself updated on health insurance options available for freelancers. Let us look at auto insurance for electric vehicles. EVs are here and they are changing the way we drive. And also, and auto insurance also needs to be adapted as well. Let us look at some of the factors. Unique coverage needs for EVs. Now they have a potential lower premiums. So they may qualify for lower premiums due to lower risk of certain accidents like gas-related fires. Battery coverage. Standard policies may not cover battery replacement cost. Check it out. Consider comprehensive coverage with add-ons for battery protection. Charging station damage, vandalism, or damage to home charging stations might require specific coverage. So, types of EV insurance coverage: comprehensive and collision cover damages to your EV from accidents, theft, vandalism, fire, weather events, and many more. Roadside assistance. It provides help with battery issues, flat tires, or towing in case your EV loses power. Non-standard coverage options. Some insurers offer specialized EV coverage for things like range anxiety coverage, reimbursement for towing if you run out of battery, charging station downtime coverage, compensation for alternative transportation if your home charger malfunctions. And how to find the right EV insurance. Traditional auto insurers, many major insurers now offer EV coverage. Get quotes, compare the quotes, and get them from multiple insurers so that you can compare what are the rates, what are the coverage details. And also you can ask about EV specific discounts. So some insurers might offer discounts for EVs or safety features like automatic emergency braking. Is my current car insurance enough for my new EV? Maybe not, maybe yes. Standard policies might not cover battery replacement or charging station damage. How much does it cost? No, that will depend on factors like your own driving record, location, and the type of EV you own. However, EVs might qualify for lower premiums compared to gas powered vehicles. What if I don't plan to install a home charging station? Then you might not need coverage for charging station damage. However, roadside assistance for battery issues is still recommended. And keep it in mind, remember, EV insurance is similar to traditional auto insurance, but some key differences, isn't it? So shop around, compare the quotes, find the best coverage for your EV. You all travel, right? And many things can happen or may not happen. So let us look at travel insurance. Now, what is travel insurance? It is a financial safety net that reimburses you for unexpected events that disrupt your trip. So, this might cover trip cancellations, interruptions, medical emergencies, lost luggage, and many more. So, why should you get travel insurance? It provides a peace of mind knowing you're financially protected if your trip doesn't go the way you wanted, isn't it? It covers unforeseen circumstances like illness, bad weather, or travel disruptions. And in case of non refundable trip costs, flights, hotels, tours, it helps offset financial losses. Who should consider buying a travel insurance? Anyone booking a trip with non refundable deposits or prepayments, and travelers concerned about potential trip disruptions, interruptions due to illness, injury, or weather related. and also those venturing to destinations which have high medical cost or limited healthcare access. Some places might be really costly for medical care, right? So, what are the types? Trip cancellation. Now, this coverage helps you reimburses you for prepaid trip cost if you have to cancel for a reason, illness, job loss, some disaster. Trip cancellation. Trip interruptions. It covers cost if your trip is cut short due to a covered reason. Look out for the coverage. Medical expenses, and also it can provide for medical expenses, medical emergencies, and hospitalization when you are abroad traveling. And emergency medical evacuation, it covers transportation to a medical facility with adequate care and travel delay. So sometimes there's a delay, you have to spend additionally due to travel delays. That might cover it. Baggage delay. So delayed check language, luggage, personal belongings, getting caught up somewhere, held up. So it provides compensation for lost or delayed checked luggage and personal belongings. And choosing the right travel insurance. So you should consider your trip type. So adventurous trips may require more coverage than relaxing vacations. And also consider your destination, evaluate it, research healthcare cost and potential travel disruptions in your chosen location. Assess your health. If you have some pre-existing medical conditions, ensure that the policy covers for them. So also compare plans and prices. Don't go just because it's very cheap, isn't it? So if you find out what are the coverage, what are the exclusions, compare them, and then go for the right one. You are the best person to choose based on your budget and necessities. And some things are not usually covered. There might be exclusions. What are that? So some pre-existing medical conditions may not be covered, and high risk activity sometimes are not covered. Skydiving, extreme sports, intentional acts or negligence, routine medical checkups, whatever it is, you have to check it out if they are covered or not covered. Some questions people have when they go for a travel insurance. Do I need travel insurance if I already have a health insurance? Well, these are two different things. Travel insurance covers trip specific events like cancellations and delays. Health insurance focuses on medical expenses. If you are having both, it's good. Can I buy travel insurance after I book my trip? Some plans offer limited coverage if purchased after booking, but it is generally best to get it as soon as you book your trip to maximize coverage. So you have to remember, read the travel insurance policy details carefully before purchasing. Very, very important. Consult your financial advisor. Understand the coverage limitations and exclusions. Many people do not look into the fine print. That is, what are the limitations, exclusions. And if you have to claim promptly according to the insurer's instructions. So also filing is important, claiming is important as soon as it is due. So by following these steps, you can choose the right travel insurance plan and thereby having a stress-free, happy, joyful travel experience. Pets. These are also very interesting, isn't it? Pet insurance education. So what is it? Understanding coverage for your furry friend, your pet dog, cats, whatever it is. Pet insurance, very important, very interesting. What is it? What is pet insurance? It is a financial safety net that helps cover vet care cost for your pet. So because you do not know when you might need it because of unexpected illnesses or injuries to the pet. So having it provides peace of mind and also financial support in case of need. So vet expenses are usually very high. So it helps you manage like surgeries or medication. And it also helps you to focus on pets recovery rather than bothering how to get the money, where to get the money. Financial burdens, isn't it? Maintaining pets are also a bit expensive. And also encourages preventive care. And if you have a plan which covers routine checkups, so it helps you, motivates you to go for regular checkups. So accident only, what are the different types? There's an accident only cost, covers costs associated with accidents, broken bones, objects, or lacerations. Illness covers costs associated with illness, different conditions. So in case your dog develops diabetes, the insurance may cover insulin injections, vet visits for monitoring, specialized food. Wellness for, preventative care cost, vaccinations, spaying, neutering, annual checkups. So regular checkups can help detect health issues early. So you can also save time and money on the treatment. So consider your pet. So first thing is I look at my pet. Younger pets may have lower premiums. Older will have more, obviously. Certain breeds may be predisposed to specific health conditions. So breed also you should consider the age, health history. So any pre-existing conditions are excluded. And depending on your budget and desired level of coverage, what is that? Accident or illness or wellness. So you're the best person to decide for your pet. And also compare what are the reimbursement percentages. How much the insurance company pays you after you cover the initial cost. And also understand annual coverage limits. This is the maximum amount the insurance company will pay per year for covered expenses. So you have to go through the details carefully. Now, some people may ask, is it really necessary? Is it worth it? Because again, it depends on your budget and your pet's health risk. Also, you should also consider the potential cost of unexpected vet bills and what are the monthly insurance premium. So that helps you by analyzing this, will help you take the right decision. What does pet insurance not cover? Certain pre-existing conditions, routine checkups, elective procedures. These are certain things you should check up whether they are covered or not covered. How can I compare pet insurance plans? Again, today online resources are available. Get the quotes, compare them based on your needs. Everything is online. It's many such information is available today online. You can search. So you have to read the policy details carefully. Again, why we are repeating this is many people do not look into the specifics and inclusion, and then they feel a bit sort of, let down because the policy may not cover. So always go through it carefully, deductibles, co-pays, reimbursement percentages. And this is very important, and compare the different plans. Consult your vet for advice on choosing the right pet insurance. Two things are important, isn't it? You are the person who is going to decide. And also consult the right advisor. If it is for pet, you should consult the vet, or for others, you should consider your financial advisor. Home insurance, very important. Nowadays, there's so many disasters happening, floods, rains, thunderstorms, hails, so many things are happening, right? Hailstorms. Why it matters? Natural disasters can cause significant damage to your home. displacing your family, costing a fortune for repair. And it can be a lifesaver, help you rebuild, recover financial. So check your policy for specifics, floods, earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, hailstorms, winter storms. Check out if your policy is giving coverage. And also how much of this your area, your house is prone to. Where you are located plays a role and what type of disasters are common, natural, unnatural disasters. Dwelling coverage, what they do, how do they support, what are they covering? Dwelling coverage pays to rebuild or repair the structure of your home after damage. Other structure damages, detached buildings, garages, sheds, personal property inside, replaces or repairs your belonging damaged by a covered disaster. Additional living expenses. Since your house is damaged, you might have to shift your residence temporarily, whether it is covering temporary housing cost if your home is uninhabitable. And again, choosing the right coverage in disaster prone areas. So understand, check out what are your area specific rates. Is it in the flood zone, hurricane zone, earthquake fault line? Check it out. Go for the appropriate policy. Ensure adequate dwelling coverage. Reflect the cost to rebuild your home today. I also plan if I have to rebuild my house, what will be the cost? And also additional coverage, flood insurance for flood zones, earthquake coverage in high risk. So additional coverages are also important. And what some tips to reduce premiums? We can install hurricane shelters, reinforcing your roof, earthquake proofing measures. So this will help you reduce your premium. Raising your deductible, willing to pay more upfront for a claim can lower your premium. Bundling policies is putting together home, auto, the same company can lead to. So you can go for multiple things, inside a house. You can have you know, combining, like, you got a home policy, you got auto insurance, everything can be clubbed together from the same company. You might get a lower premium. It's called bundling of policies. Some questions people may have: my current policy doesn't cover floods. What are my options? Purchase separate flood insurance. There are certain programs or private insurers are available. Check up with them. I'm worried about rising cost after a natural disaster. Can I lock in my premium? Again, that is depending on the policy provider. Premiums can fluctuate, but some policies offer guaranteed cost for a set term. So again, you have to discuss with your financial advisor. What if my belongings aren't enough after a disaster? Can I increase my coverage? Yes, can always increase your coverage. You should talk to your insurance agent. And home insurance policies vary. Always carefully review your policy details and exclusions. It's always better to consult with a qualified insurance professional. Remember, this is the standard line. You have to always follow this. Whatever policies you're taking for whatever is your need, always consult with a qualified insurance professional. He is the best person to give you the advice. So young families also need, let us look at some other factors. And taking care is a very important aspect of your life, isn't it? Because it provides financial security. And what does it do? Helps payments like mortgages, childcare, education, daily living, whatever is it. And we'll have a peace of mind. And also, since you are young, premium will also be comparatively low, affordable. And also, go for a one which has flexibility. And, as your family's needs increases, you can increase your premiums. So again, different types of life insurance are available. There's a term insurance that is for a specific period. Most affordable also covers for a specific period. And then there is whole life. You can also change and more flexibility, but with a higher premium. Again, people ask, how much insurance do families need? So again, you're the best person. You should consider what is your income, how many dependents, what are the future financial goals. So people, what they suggest is usually 5 to 10 times. Again, consult your advisor. Online calculators are best. You'll find them, find it out. Consult your financial advisor. for personalized recommendations. Some people say, is it necessary for young families with no dependents? It can help final expenses, outstanding debts, easing the financial burden of love advance. So you're the best person to choose, but it does help. What happens to my life insurance policy if I outlive the term? So there will be a term. You may have the option to renew, but premiums might be high. So, but there are certain convertible term life insurance allows you to convert to a whole life policy with continued coverage. That is also available. Again, it depends. How can I compare? So you can compare by coverage amount, premium cost, policy features, financial strength of the insurance company. So that is how we compare. Don't wait. Getting life insurance early offers affordable rates and also secures families' financial future. Insurance. Now, this is one thing which, certain things as as of today, they are new needs and new threats also, isn't it? And today, everything is online. Many of our businesses are online. Many of the activities we conduct are online. So there is something which I'm covering. Like if you are having a small business and you need a cyber insurance, what is it? What does it cover? It is for financial protection for businesses against losses due to cyber attacks, data breaches, and cybercrime. So many things are happening: phishing, you know, malwares, attacks, threats, extortions, blockings. Many things are happening out there. So it will protect you. Basically, it will cover your costs. There will be loss of data. There might be some legal fees involved. Notifying affected individuals. There is a business interruption. So many things can happen because of cyber attacks. Small businesses are just as vulnerable to cyber attacks as large corporations and can be devastating. I'm telling you, there can be huge financial losses, reputation damage. Even sometimes businesses have to be closed. So this provides peace of mind and helps business recover from cyber incidents. Very important tools today. So what are the examples of cyber threats? Data breaches. You know what hackers do? They steal sensitive information like customer data or financial records. Ransomware. They encrypt your data and demand, pay me a ransom, then only I will decrypt it. Those things are also happening. Malware. They put some suspicious software, malware. They can disrupt your operations or steal data or denial of service attacks. So much of stress they put on your website or network, so people cannot access. They are bombarded with so many hits. So genuine people cannot, legitimate users also are not able to access. So certain things can just disrupt your business. You need to be protected. So what does it cover? What does cyber insurance typically cover? These are some of the new areas for insurance. EV insurance, cyber insurance. These are insurances which have been created for present needs. As everything is changing, the types of policies are also changing. So data breach, it pays for cost associated with responding to a data breach, notifying affected individuals, providing credit monitoring, cyber extortion coverage. So it pays for cost, negotiating with attackers, paying for as per the policy, how much they can decide. They can pay even the ransom sometimes. Business interruption covers lost revenue. If your business is unable to operate due to a cyber attack, cyber liability coverage, protect your business from lawsuits if a cyber attack results in damage to a third party. So it will depend. What is the cost will size and industry, type of data, your practices, level of coverage. You have to go through the different options. Is it necessary? Not mandatory, but highly recommended today in today's challenging digital world. How can I reduce my premiums? By implementing strong cybersecurity measures such as employee training, firewalls, data encryption. You can demonstrate a lower risk profile to insurers, so they might charge you lower premiums. So keep on assessing what is your business's cyber risk, the kind of data, your current security, and also research the different providers, compare the quotes, find out which is your best need, consult your financial advisor. Your IT advisor also here. So qualified insurance professional is the best person to discuss, consult, talk about your specific requirement and obtain personalized recommendations. It's just one piece of puzzle when it comes to protecting your business, cyber threats. And also implementing strong cybersecurity practices is essential. So today you have to focus prevention. Cybersecurity practices the best help you prevent. But if it happens, insurance helps you overcome the losses. Adventure sports. Yes, many of us are into adventure, right? Life itself is an adventure, isn't it? So we'll be looking at some of the factors which will help you do what you want, go for adventure. Why consider adventure sports insurance? Traditional insurance policies often exclude high risk activities. Unexpected accidents can lead to high medical bills, even for minor injuries. Search and rescue operations can be expensive, especially in remote areas. And also, equipment damage can occur during an adventure and can be costly to replace. So, what are the kinds of insurance? Standalone adventure sports insurance covers specific activities like rock climbing, whitewater rafting, skydiving. These are standalone, isn't it? So, standalone adventure sports, individuals. It is often purchased annually or for a specific trip. You purchase a rock climbing insurance policy that covers medical expenses, evacuation cost, and equipment damage up to a certain amount. And if you're also having travel, so can add on to that. It extends existing travel insurance policy to cover adventure activities. But this may have limitations. Again, you have to check out and compare the different plans available. Many have limitations on covered activities and regions. You have travel insurance for your mountain biking trip. You purchase an add-on that specifically covers medical expenses and evacuation cost in case of an accident, isn't it? Some example I'm sharing with you. And choosing the right adventure sports insurance. Match coverage to your activities. So ensure that the policy covers your specific adventure sport and any variations like indoor or outdoor climbing. And also coverage limits, compare limits for medical expenses, search and rescue, equipment damage. Evaluate medical evacuation benefits. So some accidents, you have to be evacuated, go to the nearest hospital. And also look for coverage if you're traveling around the globe for a worldwide evacuation or specific regions you plan to visit. So get quotes from multiple insurers and especially from companies specializing in adventure sports insurance. Certain things, be ethical, be truthful. Claiming undue benefits can result in denials and policy cancellation. What if I only participate in occasional adventure activities? Then you consider trip specific travel insurance, okay, with an adventure sports add on for those specific times. So carefully review policy details and exclusions before purchasing. Very, very important. You should consider what are the policy details, what are the exclusions. Consider your risk tolerance and potential cost associated. So you are the best person to decide. What will happen is once you have a adventure sports insurance, it will provide you peace of mind and financial protection for your thrilling pursuits, isn't it? So there are certain things associated with rental property. So these are designed to protect rental properties, covers damage to the property itself, liability for tenant injuries, lost rental income, and it protects you from fire, theft, vandalism, or if your tenant gets injured, whatever. It provides financial security if the property becomes uninhabitable, and if there's a risk of losing rental income. So dwelling coverage is there, fair rental value coverage is there. Different types of coverages are available. So dwelling will cover your rental property, walls, roofs. Fair rental value, that is if you lose the rental income, it reimburses up to a certain extent. Loss of use, liability. So somebody is there, your property gets damaged, gets, injured, that is covers that. So you have to, you're the best person to check out value of your property, what are the potential risk in area, what is the crime rate, natural disasters, and how many you are billing. And the best person to discuss is with the insurance agent. Do I need to require renters to have their own insurance? Yes, highly recommended. But you have to take care of your rental property insurance, right? How can you reduce premiums? Security systems, maintain the property, offer preventive maintenance to potentially qualify for discounts. Increase your deductible, bundle rental property with others. So when you go for multiple policies with the same insurer, he might give you discounts and get rates from different insurance providers. It is an essential tool for protecting your investment. So carefully review different policies. What are the options? Always consult your financial advisor to get personalized recommendations. So some key terms: who is a beneficiary? The person or entity who receives the death benefit from a life insurance policy. Copay, this is the fixed amount you pay for certain covered medical expenses under a health insurance plan. Deductible, the amount you pay out of pocket before your insurance starts covering cost. Deductible. Exclusion, what does it mean? A specific event, illness, or activity that is not covered by your. These are some of the terms which are used. We call them glossary, right? Some of the key terms which are used, and you have to be aware of these terms. Liability, legal responsibility for harm caused to others. Premium, the periodic payment you make to maintain your insurance coverage. Risk assessment, the process of identifying and evaluating potential threats to your property, health, or finances. Term life insurance, what does it mean? Life insurance that provides coverage for a specific period. For example, 20 years. Whole life insurance that provides lifetime coverage and builds cash value over time. So some exercises for you. Keep on doing this. It's a lifelong activity. List your dependents, make the list, ages, estimate your current income, future needs. Always keep, looking at your debts, how much of mortgage is there, loans are there, how much insurance you need. And it's an ongoing process. Always keep updated on different health insurance. Check out monthly premiums, deductibles, copay amounts, in-network providers, which are the hospitals they are covering, which doctors, and also specific services you need, right? And in case of cyber risk, be aware, keep notes. Also identify the type of data, evaluate your online presence, security systems, keep on updating, check out if things are in place, research online resources or consult. Always the best thing is do all that, but also consult your financial advisor. And in case of sports, what kind of sports you are, who are those guys who offer from insurances, compare quotes, keep on comparing, go for the best one, look for the details, don't go for the cheapest one, look for maximum coverage and which takes care of your needs. Does it cover specific activity? What are the variations, medical expenses, search and rescue? If you are into sports, worldwide coverage, is it there or not? And above all, this is what you have to remember. It is crucial to consult with a qualified insurance professional to discuss your specific needs and obtain personalized recommendations. Carefully review all insurance policy documents before making any purchase decisions. Most important thing, once again, I repeat, it is crucial to consult with a qualified insurance professional to discuss your specific needs and obtain personalized recommendations. So, carefully review all insurance policy documents before making any purchase decisions or signing any document. Thank you. Many such courses are available. You can visit our website www.asktenali.com. Thank you.